What's up, my friends? This is cejaman back with another figure review, and for the next few reviews we're going to be taking a look at some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle reviews, some figures. We're going to be looking at the this is the basic line off of the Nickelodeon animated series, which I haven't really been up to date with. I think out of the I think I seen like the first maybe 8 or 9 episodes. I haven't caught up watching the animated series, and I really got to get it cracking on that. But today we're going to be taking a look at SnakeWeed. These figures are already starting to hit Toys R Us, Targets, and whatnot. But they're hard to find. The first figure I actually found was Leatherhead. But yeah, you gotta make sure you gotta go to Toys R Us like as soon as they put these out, because they're not in the pegs. They're cleaning them out. But packaging is exactly the same that we're used to from the basic line. It says right there, attach feet and vines as shown. So it looks like there's going to be a little bit of assembly required for this figure. You can see some of the loose parts in there. But this is the packaging. You got the turtles right there on the top, Nickelodeon. What else we got over here? Playmates. This is by Playmates. And the back, we got a picture of the figure, a little read-up, and future figures that are going to be coming out soon. Oh, actually, this packaging doesn't have it. I think it's Leatherhead that has it. That shows future figures that are going to be coming out. But we'll get to that when we get to the packaging on the other 2 figures. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the little read up here. The venomously vined SnakeWeed was once no more than human lowlife snake, snitch and ally to the evil Krang, exposed to mutagen ooze on the Turtles' first topside mission. This former thug is now a botanical beast, lashing out at anything foolish enough to come in close contact, capable of instantly regrowing his leafy limbs. SnakeWeed would be unstoppable if not for his vulnerability to fire. And this is weapons, multiple venomous vines, team the Krang. So that's packaging on this. Let's go ahead and take the figure outside of the package, and we'll take a closer detailed look at SnakeWeed. Mutant Botanical Bruiser. That's what it says right there. Alright, stay tuned, guys. Alright, so here's a 360 look at SnakeWeed. It's a pretty nice looking figure. There is a little bit of assembly required, nothing too major, just, you know, few little things you gotta peg into place. But he's got some nice detail throughout the body. But the only complaint that I do have about this, it's not really the way the figure looks. It's pretty much, well, I guess it is. It's just the size. I wish that Playmates could have given us like a deluxe figure where the figure was a little bigger in scale with the turtles. But let's go ahead and take a break, and we'll take a closer detailed look at SnakeWeed. All right, so here we have SnakeWeed. Well, let me show you here. You got to peg the lower legs into place. This one's a little loose, and then you peg the little antennas or vines, whatever you call them, on top of the head, and then you peg the these other vines here inside of his hands, which have peg holes. But so it's pretty simple to assemble this figure, but overall it's nice. He's got a nice looking head sculpt. Move these vines out of the way so you can get a close look. So that's pretty cool. You can see he's got a nice looking face there. You can even make out the tongue and everything. That's pretty nice. You can see the center right here. It's got a lot of little detail in the lower legs right there. It's got little pegs there. It's hollow in here. The paint on this guy's pretty good. I don't see any problems in my figure here as far as the paint application goes. But overall, it's a pretty nice looking figure. I mean, there's not really much to say. Just that the scale of him is the only thing that's a little disappointing. But other than that, he's a pretty good looking figure. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about the articulation on this guy. The head can rotate side to side. The antennas, I guess you can say they do have some articulation. You can move them around a little bit. There's no bendy wire here on the tip, so don't try to straighten these out, otherwise you're just going to break it. And then he's got these little vines right here that peg into his hand. and it's plastic also, so careful you don't break this. The hand part is a little bit of a softer material. You can make out the leaves right there, which is a nice little detail, but it is a little soft material, and it can rotate right there. And his arm can actually go, you know, forward and back. It doesn't straighten out or anything. And then the other vines that he has coming out on his back right here, he's got 3 on each side, and you can see they kind of curl around over here. It looks like these are supposed to be thorns, but again, these are plastic. It's not like a bendy type of material, so don't try to bend these or you're going to break them. But these aren't really articulated. You can't move them around. As far as the waist goes, he does have rotation in the waist. He's even got a little bit of a ab crunch right there, which is pretty cool. So he does have waist rotation and an ab crunch. I already went over the arms. They can go they can kind of go in and out, and they can rotate. As far as the legs go, they can go in and out, forward and back, and he's got a bend at the knee. See, this lower leg right here is a little loose on mine. That kind of sucks. But yeah, see, this isn't cool. I don't like it that this is loose. It's not like I'm going to be messing with it, but still. But he's got some nice little detail going throughout the figure. It's pretty cool. Articulation is actually pretty good. I thought it was going to be weaker for this figure, but it's actually not too bad. But it's a good figure, guys. If you guys are, I have all 3 of the basic figures that just came out. Wasn't really too excited for them when I saw them in person, but still, I mean, I'm a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan, so I'm going to be collecting all of these anyways. But let's do a little bit of size comparisons with the turtles themselves. Alright, so here we have him besides the basic Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Michelangelo. So this is a side view here, and if I were to put him, right behind, if I were to put Michelangelo right in front, you can somewhat see the scale. So he is a little bigger than the turtles, which is cool. But it would have been a lot better if this is like more of a deluxe figure and he was like maybe, I don't know, 6 more inches bigger than the actual turtles. But it's still a cool figure. It's still gonna look good in your TMNT display. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's my review. Today we're taking a look at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle based off of the Nickelodeon series. We're taking a look at SnakeWeed. It's a pretty good looking figure, guys. Make sure you go to Toys R Us or Target, Walmart. Try to find these figures. Again, they're getting swooped off the shelves. Alright, stay tuned, guys, for the Baxter and the Leatherhead review. Thanks for watching.